Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who were well. And salutation and much love to the Akim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. Brothers out here in for Great Millstone, Tampa, out here by the Riverwalk, the pre-camp video. Lord's will is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect. And just go flow through the spirit. But as you see the title, America is Crumbling. And that's what we got happening right now as we speak. America, there's supposed to be all kind of uproars of the people. Well, let's start in there. Uproars, 2nd Ezra 9. All around America. But here it is, Trump talking about coming to save the Iranian people because there's all these protests and people are dying. Well, wait a minute. Didn't a bitch just get shot in the face here in America at a protest and against it? So, hey, this place is finished, man. But again, these are the signs of the times we're living in. 2026 started off with a bang, just like last year did. So, hey, it's gonna get very good in these coming days, weeks, right, months. Because, like the Apostle Hart said, we're months away from the kingdom of heaven. Right? We're not talking about decades. We're talking about months, which that could be 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, but we're close. We ain't gonna be here in 2035. That's for damn sure. Say that through the spirit, of course, but we're measuring the times. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yep. So that's the measurement is the prophecies, and that's why the spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, because that's how you're gonna know that his return is nigh at hand. All right, through the events that are taking place globally, whether it be through people's actions, government's actions, or natural disasters, earthquakes. I think there was 6.8 earlier today, and somewhere off the coast of Indonesia. So all these are signs pointing to the return, the second coming of the Messiah, or Hamashiach.
Yeah, the Lord is shaking up the earth, you know, literally and spiritually. The Lord is shaking up the minds of people, and the Lord is shaking the earth itself, you know, to the point to where people are going to start to panic, and the panic is already starting. Yep. The Apostle Tahar did the video that going into Jacob's trouble. I forget exactly how he titled it.
Sparing none, Madman sparing none. That one.
Yeah.
Jacob's trouble. Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Let's see how he worded it.
It's like it. Because that's what's happening. Esau not sparing nobody.
Jacob's trouble is here.
Okay.
He titled, they shall be like madman sparing none. Yep. Jacob's trouble is here.
Yep.
And we in those times when all hell is getting ready to break loose, and soon the true stability of the times is going to be revealed to the world as that being the true stability. Not that anything of this earth is going to be able to help you withstand the wind that's getting ready to be blown on the earth.
Yep.
Okay, like it talks about in Revelation, was that 7 hold back the winds, the angels that are holding back the winds. Well, once that elect is sealed, which through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, we believe the elect to be sealed, and that's why we're seeing these things starting to blow.
Yep.
Because that wind is being let loose.
Because let's say there's a believer out there, they're just gonna believe. They're not gonna come out, you know, but they've already been sealed. They saw the video, they found out they were Israelites, but they're not prophets, they're not teachers, but they're still part of the elect. But like the brother said, that's why these things are escalating. You know, the winds are blowing harder and harder. As the storm approaches, the winds start to pick up. And like the Lord said, you hypocrites, you can discern the face of the skies, but you can't discern the times. Which, come on, man, you got Israelites still trying to debate bullshit. Right. Or go debate the ice, nigga. How about that? Go debate ice. See how they gonna take it. But
they ain't gonna do anything for you, man. Yep. At the end of the day, what's gonna reign is what's important, and that's the prophecies.
Yep.
That's what's gonna matter is the prophecies coming to pass, and can you withstand that? Withstand the prophecies.
Exactly, because like you said, the winds are blowing. Well, aka the prophecies coming to pass, the judgments. But are you gonna be firm? Are you rooted? If not, you're gonna go flying away. When them winds really start blowing, which they are, but once they get really going, them boisterous winds. You either plant it with a solid foundation, hence Yahweh, or you're going to go flying away into the abyss. But again, that's going to be the knowledge of wisdom. It's going to be the stability of our times. Not freaking out like people are doing right now. People are bugging out, crashing out, for all kind of reasons. But we know what time it is. Go ahead, though. Back to that. Second.
Yep. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
There's hundreds, if not thousands, every day happening. You know, from, I'd say, the ones that you can really feel 3.0 and up. There's thousands a day. If it, you know, complete all of them, you know, which one you might not even feel 1.0. But again, there's 3.0 and up. There's thousands a day happening. And they're getting stronger. Hell, the most recent one that really shook up was Mexico. Buildings came collapsing down. Huh?
Was it 6.8 or something?
Yeah, it was a 6 something. Go ahead.
Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, so declaring the end from the beginning. All these things were written aforetime. The Lord declared everything that's going to happen that we see happening right now. It's already been declared. Hell, the prophets saw it. So clearly it's already happened. How would they see it if it hasn't happened? The end has already been executed, so to say. Now we're just playing it out real time. It's like you make a movie and then people go to the movie theater and watch it. But the movie actually already happened. Text to not like tell them we're doing it live. That's why I hung up. But so again, the Lord had said all these things before. All right, and then during the movie, He sent out the key characters to tell you of the end, to give you the signs. Because people, all these people got the Bible, the #1 selling book on the planet, but nobody can tell you about the prophecies. Only the prophets can. Amos 3 and 7. It's been revealed unto his chosen. But hey, now everybody's starting to see something's going on. Everybody sees that something ain't right in this world, man. Even chiefly here in America, the most hypocritical nation on the planet.
And that's one of the things that the Lord is having take place. In current times, is that the Lord is revealing the deeds of America and His wickedness to the other nations. And not that it hasn't been revealed, but the Lord is now lifting that skirt even higher, and more of America's shame is being shown to the earth.
That whore,
yeah. People don't want to. People ain't. Brothers sent out a little checklist of all these different leaders from these nations, specifically America's allies, that are saying like we need to cut our ties with America and make ties with Russia.
Yeah, you have
fix our relationship with them.
France, UK, Germany, Canada. So this place is cooked.
Real quick, this is Nahum chapter 3 and verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame.
You remember that Marilyn Monroe picture where the wind's blowing her skirt up and she like pushing it down? Well, that's what's happening with America. You being made bare. Everybody's seeing that nasty coochie. It fucking got a yeast infection. Got pus coming out of it. But these nations were too drunk to see that. They had what they call it, the beer goggles on. Well, now they're starting to wake up. All right, and now, like brother said, the allies are starting to hate this place, which they've been hating it, but now they're justified in turning against America and going with Russia, because they know they're very close. Russia's very close from just bombing NATO, the EU and NATO members. Poland being on the first on the list.
That's another part of what used to be Russia.
Yep. Which during World War II was changed, with the Warsaw Pact. But anyway, these nations are looking like, man, they talk about we need to send UN troops to Greenland. What they gonna do? They can't do shit. America roll up in there and blow them niggas up too if they want. That's why all these nations gotta side with Russia and China, but chiefly Russia, Gog. All right, or Magog, in the land of Gog. Go ahead.
It's verse 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's doing. Yeah. Everybody's looking at America right
Look at this slut.
Looking at its filth. Look what the world's eyes are on America, especially after that Venezuela shit. Them motherfuckers, here they are. They've been talking shit about Russia going into Ukraine,
Yep.
and you go and invade Venezuela, which has no ties to you historically or anything like that. As
Talking about our
Ukraine,
oil. They stole our oil.
right? As Ukraine has ties to Russia because it used to once upon a time it was a
Yeah.
part of Russia.
The Soviet
So
Union.
at least they have some type of
Claim
to that. But what claim does America have to Venezuela? Not a goddamn thing.
Well,
But here
the
they are.
Monroe, well, the Monroe Doctrine. That's what he said.
Right. Well, here comes the hypocrite himself. He saw the devil, the thief that comes to steal and to kill. And what does he do? He steals your goddamn president and your gold and your silver and your
Whether Maduro was in on it or not, they're all in on it at the end of the day. All these leaders, but they did the act. They bombed niggas. They killed people. So regardless whether the president Maduro was in on it or not, they still killed motherfuckers. They still taking the oil. They came for the other resources. All right, which all just so happen to be our resources you need when you go to war. They're about to take Greenland. Hell, if you let Trump, he'll take the whole goddamn side of this earth. Shit. But now they're being exposed because look what's going on here in America. So how you trying to tell people that y'all need to fix your country when America's in shambles?
Yep. And these leaders of these other nations are looking at America as a failing nation. Like this place is falling apart and it's busting at the seams with pride
oozing.
Yep, America's pride is just oozing and spilling over so much that the other nations are like, yo, these people are too high risk to do business with anymore.
Hence why the U.S. That's really that was one of the main reasons they invaded, because that's what it was. It was an invasion of Venezuela, because Venezuela has been using other means to sell their oil and other resources, mainly crypto, which they were using Binance. The exchange Binance to move a lot of transactions. And guess what? The president or the CEO, I think it was the president or the CEO of Binance was last year, a couple months ago, 2 months ago, they were Donald Trump pardoned that nigga for his crimes. I wonder why. You know, this was all about they don't want the dollar to collapse because that's what BRICS is doing. The BRICS nations have been de-dollarization. All right, de-dollarizing their trades and the way they do business. And now they're hoarding gold and silver because the dollar is done. The fiat dollar, because the USD is still gonna be around. Don't get it twisted, but it ain't gonna be the world reserve currency no more. But that's why they're fighting tooth and nail. You know, Trump, because Trump's a businessman. All the niggas that he got around him, they're all business people. You know, business tycoons and oil and all kind of resources, tech, you know, technocracy. All these people, they deal with billions and trillions of dollars. They know that well, he even slipped up. He said, Trump, he had slipped up and said country. He said this company. So, because that's what it is. That's why he's in there, because who better than liquidate a failing business than him? Go ahead,
verse 7, I'm going to read it in the NLT though. The Nahum 3 and 7 in the NLT. All who see you will shrink back and say, Nineveh lies in ruins. Where are the mourners? Does anyone regret your destruction? Mm-hmm. And ultimately, that's what people are saying. They're seeing the downfall of this place.
Good.
Yep, and people are backing up. They're like, yo, ain't nobody gonna feel bad for this bitch when she finally implodes. And that's what we see happening. America getting ready to implode within itself. But not only the internal conflict that's happening here, but the conflict that America is spreading around the earth, and shaking up the hornets now. So, like the old saying is, no one's gonna pity the charmer when he's bitten of the snake. Yeah. And that's what America's doing. They playing around with the snake and acting like they can't and never will be spitting. But we're getting ready to see that time come.
Yep, and that's why. And remember, they all that migration that happened over the last 8-7 years. Guess what? Them niggas are just waiting dormant to be activated. There's a lot of sleeper cells here in America. So hey, today in them protests, it's got Lord's will is gonna be some judgments ringing out, and whether they're Chinese, Russian, Iranian, whatever the hell Esau gonna blame on. Hey, ultimately it's prophecy, but this is all planned, man. Here it is that Trump, we're making America great again. We're gonna make Venezuela great. Meanwhile, The homelessness is at an all-time high. Niggas they got working 3 jobs, can't even pay their damn bills.
Citizens getting shot in the face.
Yep. Pow, pow, pow.
By immigration, they're shooting immigration.
Border Patrol.
Yep, they're shooting U.S. citizens in the face.
Yep.
Well, I thought the purpose was to get immigrants. Well,
Right. Now they shot a white woman.
Right.
Poor Susie or whatever her name was. Which, you know, that could have been staged too. Nicole, yeah. Satter or whatever. But I thought that they were supposed to make America great. Clean it. You shooting white women now in the face?
Right.
And then I think it was either this morning or last night in Oregon, the Border Patrol shot a couple. Husband and wife. Gunned down in the streets like a rabid dog. But you want to go save Venezuela, save Iran from their protest. What about all the protests that have been happening all around Europe? Why don't they go send some missiles over there? Because they've been burning up the streets in Europe, all right, for a long time at this point. And guess what? Now it's here at your doorstep. It's here at America. Mm-hmm. Karma's a bitch. And the Lord's saving the best for last. Egyptian against Egyptian, the cruel Lord, all right, sedition. This is what you're seeing. The great insurrection. Esau coming down with great wrath. Trump said it a while ago, a couple months ago. He coming guns a-blazing. And with full amnesty. So they can shoot and get away with it. Go home and eat dinner after that. Regretting he should have dumped the clip in her, like the police do to Jake. Well, now Esau, you getting a taste of that medicine. You getting gunned down in the streets by the federal police. Go ahead, Doug.
That was it on anything.
Okay, get that in 2 Ezra 16, started around like 68 around there. Because Apostle Tahar just went into this too. Those that fear the Lord, that's all of Israel ultimately. The elect, we gonna be good. The Lord's gonna protect us. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feeding you being idle.
Ain't that what they doing? Taking people away? It's chiefly the Northern Kingdom, but hey, the Haitians, the whole damn apartment building they pulled up on. Well, you think they not willing to kill? Well, we already seen it. If they willing to kill a white woman, they definitely willing to kill you niggas in spics. Go ahead.
Yep. And it says, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach.
Yeah, you thought oh yeah, we're with it. Yeah, get them fucking immigrants, and then you just happen to be outside where they at, and they what you following me for?
with a big ass MAGA hat on.
Yep. Masked up.
Yep. Still get your shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. The ICE. A lot of them dudes. A lot of people are saying that they're probably IDF soldiers, or the rioters from January 6th. So these people don't give a shit about any of y'all, and some of them are mercenaries. You know, a lot of them is mercenaries, just masked up thugs with big old guns. And what are you gonna do about it? Not a goddamn thing. Go ahead.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection.
And get that word real quick. The word is, so that's in every, what it say? In every great city, something like that.
And in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. That's through ICE, insurrection cops. That's what ICE really should stand for. Insurrection company enforcement. Something, because that's what they're doing. They're coming into towns, busting people up, kidnapping people. That's why they kidnapped Maduro. Shit, they doing it to Americans. So you think they're not gonna do it to people abroad? Go ahead. You got the word?
Insurrection and uprising against civil authority.
An uprising against civil authority. Yeah, your civil authority has no authority. Now it's federalized. But people are gonna start fighting back. There was a dude that said, one of the brothers in London did a video. There was a guy out here that they were interviewing him after one of those uproars, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to start bringing guns out here." So hey, just it's gonna start being battles out here. That's why you don't need to be nowhere around no goddamn protests if you're in this truth. You stay far away. You see them niggas marching, you go the other way. because it's gonna turn into battle zones out here, and then it's gonna give Esau the go ahead to start butchering niggas out here. Shoot on the man or shoot the kill orders.
Yeah, which they already had.
Yep.
Trump already gave those orders out.
Any means necessary.
That's why these motherfuckers ain't been hesitating with you people, man. Y'all want to get in their way? Well, guess what? They're gonna use the old tired excuse of I felt my life was threatened.
Yep.
That's why they saying that the lady was trying to.
He was gonna run. Yep.
Well, obviously there's clear video, but that's what he's saying. I felt my life was threatened.
Yep.
So he shot her at point blank range.
Which if you see the video from all the angles, because there's plenty of angles of it.
Turn.
Yeah, exactly. You see that bitch was not about to run you over, yep. And that nigga said bow, 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 and that's what's gonna come to. Esau, he like a madman, spared none. Yep. You don't give a shit about who you voted for. Shit. You MAGA supporters, y'all about to start getting got. Cause you know them gun-toed Edomites, they be like, this is where we draw the line here, buddy. And then guess what? Them niggas are gonna come with full tactical gear. Which did you see the video I sent you yesterday with Pasco police been doing with AI? Well, pretty much AI is which is Gideon, right? The program Gideon and Planeteer, all that is making it a database of who's potential threats. And you Edomites are on that list. You gun-toting Edomites, you patriots. All right, any prior offenders of violent crimes. All that shit is on a database, and AI is scanning all that shit, seeing what you post on social media, seeing your transactions, what you bought. Oh, this nigga going to the gun store one too many times this month. So you on the list. And then now ICE is going door to door. They're going to start going door to door. Get off my property. And then they open up on your ass. So again, that's what's going to happen. Esau's about to start getting it. You Israelites, Esau's going to have no mercy whatsoever on you. Go ahead, though.
Verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Yep, I seen one video. They were waiting for this nigga outside of a grocery store. They got him, threw him in the car, and then they divided up the groceries. They took this nigga's groceries, bro. So they spoiling. These troops are gonna start, because that's what they are. They're troops. They've been militarized. But and then not only you're gonna have to worry about your own government doing all this to you, then you're gonna have to worry about these foreign invaders or these sleeper cells that hate you Americans. Go ahead.
Verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Yeah, because the Lord's, we've been going through the furnace of adversity, and we're still going to be here amongst all this chaos. But then you're going to know who the chosen are, because why? The Lord's going to lift the standard. He's going to protect those, because we're gonna need some heavenly or divine intervention to get through. These motherfuckers got robots. I seen one this morning doing backflips, doing roundhouse kicks. You know, so not only are the robots going to take your job, they're gonna come beating your ass too.
Policing you.
Yep. Like the movie iRobot. Shit. And they're fairly. I thought they would be more expensive. The ones that they're releasing, they're like $27,000.
Yep. And one thing about these systems that are programmed into these bots is it's very strict. It follows that code to the T. Yep. That means there ain't no leniency.
Nope. And they don't have morals or sympathy. The robot ain't gonna show you sympathy. He's gonna beat your ass, you know, and cuff you.
Yeah, no matter how much Esau tries to mimic human emotion and try to program that into AI, it ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. You can't program emotion into a robot.
Computer, yeah.
That's Lord gave us emotion.
Exactly.
So Esau can't recreate that because that involves
the spirit. Yeah,
the spirit. You have to have a spirit in you for you to feel something like that. A computer doesn't have a spirit. It just has a program that it follows.
Coding. Yeah, it's graphos.
That's really, if you look at it, that's the spirit of a robot is the code. But
yeah,
it's
exactly.
Only bound. It's limited to what it knows and what you know what the creator knows.
That exactly, and that's why Esau wants to put the graphos in you. Right. He wants to have you to be soulless, right. Just like the damn robot.
The transhumanism, because the merging of man and machine allows for the emotion to come into play with that technology.
Yeah. But because Esau, when he reads how does Esau monitor your emotions? Your telemetry, You know, your blood pressure went up. You're starting to sweat. These are all measurable things like biometrics. You know, but he can't. You know what I'm saying? He got little. He puts his little pads on your brain to see how your brain reacts at certain emotions. But he can't. He now with Neuralink, he'll be able to make you angry by triggering certain nerves in your brain, and now you just furious all of a sudden.
They know how all that shit works because that's why they got the
Little lab
medications
rats
that are able to subdue.
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah,
You
yep.
know, they
Downers and
you
uppers.
got- You're bipolar. They got medication for you
Mhm.
that does what? It calms your ass down.
Or
So-
numbs a certain part of your brain up.
Yeah, and that's what it does. They got it down to a science to where they know how to create certain chemicals to affect certain parts of the brain. So if they know that, then you already know they know how to put something in you that can control those parts of the brain.
And they don't even need to put it in you. They could do it acoustically, meaning sound. So he's a fucking wise. He's a wise devil. He's wiser than Daniel. He's a cunning hunter. So he studies all this shit. You got to study your prey. All right. And he has been doing it for a long time. And to the final step was to put the chip in you. But he's gonna bring this to what we're reading through chaos and insurrection. You know, comply or die. You got more on that?
No, that was it.
Okay. You got anything else then? Now we can close out.
You know, that's
Yeah.
all right.
So, you know, just a quick video. You know, hey, America's crumbling, man. And with that, what does it lead to? The hour of temptation. Right? The mark of the beast and ultimately thermonuclear destruction. So, hey, just continue to watch, pray, and, you know, be diligent and circumspect. Because the evil is about. All right? It's a hunt going on for your soul. So, you know, take heed. We're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who were well. And salutation and much love to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.